Hello, welcome. How's your week going? Thursday again, only one more day and then it's the weekend for those that matters for. I have a great big box that I want to open up and see what's included. It arrived yesterday, so I've opened the lid just to confirm it's one that we want to have a look at, and I've done no more than that. So let's have a look at what we've got. So this has been a delivery from Robert Kaufman Fabrics, and it's an enormous box full of charm squares. Okay, so I'll pull them all out of the box and then I'll break into each of the packs and go through them one by one. So that one's Painterly Pieces. This is one of the Carol and Friedlander sets. I've got two of those coming. Some glorious Japanese charms. I so love the Kaufman Japanese fabrics. And here's another one that falls into that category. So two different Japanese fabrics, well, same fabrics with different colorways. Beautiful soft florals, really pretty florals. That's Wishwell by Natural Blooms. I'm running out of space. And now we've got some Christmas ones. So I did already have some Christmas charm squares from Kaufman. So these ones are already have already been around for a while, and there's one other colourway of that I'm hoping I've got a replacement stock of in this box. But this one we've got, this is the Winter's Grandeur in the three colourways. This is the Champagne, really lovely golds and silvers, blues and silvers, and the more traditional holidays. But as I said, we'll have a look at all of these in more detail in a second. So London Calling, I've only got the one. This is a bit like a Liberty print. It's a replication of a Liberty print. And this is the other Carol and Friedlander. So we've got that full collection in the charm squares, nearly at the bottom of the box. Yes, Warehouse District. I was looking forward to this one. This one's really lovely. Leslie Jensen Tucker. Very geometric, warehouse style. And then this one is another Friedlander set, and it's the Colourful Colour Story. There's more of those coming in another order a bit later on in the year. So let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, so in this delivery I've got three of all of these different sets except for the London Calling. So this is the Colourful Colour Story, and you can see really gorgeous. Bit of metallic. I wasn't expecting metallic on the Friedlander fabrics, but all the feature fabrics have a little bit of metallic, which is lovely. Let's have a look at the other two of hers before we move on to some of the others. This is the Neutrals. So really good mixer. And I don't know if you can see, but there's such a lovely shimmer in that. So this one's the Neutrals, as I said. It's got some of the black, and I don't know if you can see a little bit of the gold through there. And lovely geometric patterns. Great fillers, great backgrounds, great neutrals, great things that we can use in all sorts of different settings. Now where's her other one? This one. Yeah, I was surprised to see metallic on this one as well. I wasn't expecting that, but I do love a bit of shimmer and bling. So this one is, I think it's Naturals. No, Jetty. So we've got the Neutrals and we've got the Jetty. So this has got lots of seaside sort of looks, blues through to the greens. Lovely silver on that. Some yellows and golds. some tans and a sort of peachy apricot-y colour. Beautiful. So that's all of hers opened. What shall we open next? Let's do Leslie's Warehouse District. I've been looking forward to getting this one. So Warehouse District, lots of really strong, gorgeous colours. Have a closer look if we can. So again, most of these are stories in a sort of a rainbow pattern. So you've got a good mix of light and through the dark. I love that. Each of these are 10-inch squares, and they all have 42 pieces of fabric. Now this quilt behind me is a really good pattern made out of 10-inch squares, and I'm going to give away a pattern for this quilt with any charm square pack sold. So if you want to buy some of these and make up a quilt like this, it's really quick and easy and a great use of the fabrics. I fell in love with this one. It's just such a soft, pretty floral, but beautiful, lovely colours. Very pastel, but also really versatile. This pack would make this beautiful if you wanted to do a nice soft girly quilt like that. Right, so here's my, oh no, I do have 3. Clearly I have no idea what I'm talking about. So there are 3 London Calling, but they're much smaller, so let's find out what's going on here. Right, an indication of the difference of the fabric. So, as I said, this one is a bit like a take on the Liberty of London, and all the fabrics are these small florals. Again, you can see a whole rainbow colour through there. But let's look at this. This is really interesting. 42 fabrics, 42 fabrics, and let's compare the width in the two. So this is obviously a much lighter weight cotton. I'll investigate this for you yet. I didn't realise that when I ordered these. This is very much the Liberty of London weight of fabric as well. Not only does it replicate these gorgeous florals, it's also the same weight. So I do in fact have 3 of those. So let's look at the Painterly Petals. I have 6 of these. So really interesting, almost Van Gogh once he started losing his eyesight. You know, we've got the slightly blurry colours, but also that vibrancy of colour. Really gorgeous. Two Japanese ranges, same range, 2 different colourways. So you get the Imperial Collection. This is the spring colour story, and then this is Onyx, I think, yes, Onyx. The Onyx one is much stronger and more bold. The spring collection has got more pinks. So you can see there the 2 comparisons of the feature fabric. This is the pink, the more pink one. Beautiful blues, really rich. As I said before, I love the Kaufman Japanese fabrics. I always have. For as long as I've been selling fabric, these have been my all-time favourites. And this range is no exception. So the Onyx one has a lot more black. Beautiful cranes with the black and gold, grey and gold. And the red and the green's a bit stronger in the Onyx than it is in the spring collection. They go well together, of course, but you'll be able to determine your preferences on which sort of colours you want. And then last, but a long way from least, we have 3 more Christmas ones. I didn't get my next Holiday Flourish, which is disappointing. That must be in the next box that's coming. So again, 3 different colourways. The more traditional sort of Christmas colours, a lot of red and green with the creams. And then we've got one that's dominantly gold and one that's dominantly blue and silver. Let's have a closer look at these guys. So this is the traditional one. Lots of the greens, and again, still, because it's Kaufman, you still get all this gorgeous metallic shimmer. I don't know if you know, but all of the Kaufman fabrics are printed in Japan, and the quality of printing is phenomenal. So this one is, what did they call this one? Champagne. I keep forgetting that. So this is the Champagne collection. I like this one, but just beware, this one has, because it's predominantly gold and cream, it does actually have less original fabrics. There's more duplicates in this one than the other 2, which is fine if you're doing projects and you want to do, say, a set, you know, for example, table runners or Christmas decorations or whatever. You might want some more continuity, but just be aware of that. Because there's 42 in every pack, whatever the number of fabrics in the range, they just work out 42. So in some cases you'll get one fabric that you might have 2 repeats and everything's original, or in other cases you might have 12 and you'll have a number of repeats, and this one is one of those that has quite a number of repeats. The blue and silver is similar to the gold and cream, but there's a few more fabrics in this one, a couple more in this one I think from memory. So again, more repeats than if you had gone just for the holiday collection, but still plenty of fabulous fabrics to have a play with. This is all dominantly blue and silver, and it's more white than cream, and it's just beautiful. They're all beautiful. Alright, so just to recap, this quilt is perfect for making one of these, and it's very, very quick. Something you can whip up in a Christmas theme, for example, in several hours. It's not going to be a big job. The cutting is very simple. I've prepared a pattern for that, and every one of all of these that I sell will get the free pattern. Next week I'm going to start the Christmas promotions. I don't like starting Christmas this early, and I beg your forgiveness. But I think this year more than ever we've got to be organised, because everything is taking so long in the postal system. Orders are taking longer for me to process because by and large I'm here by myself. Theoretically there's a team of us, but COVID has seen that diminish very, very rapidly. What with school holidays and homeschooling, even though in the ACT we didn't have it quite as bad as Victoria. Every little sniffle, the whole family's at home, so I'm finding that a lot of the guys aren't making it to work, so it's just me a lot of the time processing everything. Anyway, not complaining. So everything's taking longer this year. You need to plan a bit earlier. So from next week I'm going to start running through a really concentrated Christmas theme. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a different Christmas project each day. So they will come with patterns. I'm going to video some of my actual process of doing them so you can see what I do. Some of them are going to be really quite simple, but there might be things that you hadn't thought of, or you just haven't got around to. Quick and easy projects, patterns available on the on the website and Facebook. And I'm also going to start 12 Days of Christmas from next Monday. So I normally don't run that until December. But as I said, this year we're going to have to get in early because things just aren't going the way they used to go. So again, forgive me for looking at Christmas. I hate the consumerism of doing it this early, but I'm hoping you'll find it useful and that you can do some stuff and keep yourselves sane while we get ready for the silly season to start. If you haven't joined us on the Australian Sewing Community, please do. There's so much going on over there. We've had a number of different takeover weeks now. I was the first, then Jackson Cook from the House of Jackson. He was followed by Asta and Anne, who made wonderful bags and cushion kits and things from felt. Haven't checked them out, you should. Then Pieces to Treasure, and this week starting Wednesday, Wednesday to Sunday. Yesterday, Karen Stiles from Somerset Patchwork is taking over, so she's on from now. We very carefully put together a very broad mix of people for this group. We want to have all sorts of different techniques and ideas, and I think in the next couple of days we're going to have a pretty big announcement about a big bundle of giveaways, but you have to be in the Australian Sewing Community Facebook group to see that. Please answer the questions. Even if I've known you for 20 years, answer the questions, because that's the test to make sure that you're not a bot, that you're not some crazy person trying to break into the sewing community to find a future wife, or I don't know what. We see so many strange things when you have a group. Please answer the questions. It expedites it. If you don't answer the questions, we'll give you 4 or 5 days and then we delete your request. It's not that we don't want you, it's just that we've set this as the standard. Yeah, you get away with only one, but that's a secret, don't tell everybody. But answer something just so we know you're a human. And enjoy that. And on the same note, if you aren't following me on Facebook and you're just seeing this, or you want to follow the YouTube channel, please check both of those out and like me on there. I'm going to stop talking now and we will pack all this away, and I'm going to find out what's going on with the Liberty of London fabric and what the weight of the actual fabric is so I can report back in. And I'll see you maybe from Monday next week, if not next Thursday. Bye.